What's up YouTube? I'm just another guy and welcome back to the Pentagon challenge here with Kichi in our first ever job. So we're at our first game of the season, my first proper competitive match of the Pentagon challenge, and we've got South District away from home. So let's go into our transfers first because we've made a little bit of action and I'm still looking to make a few transfers whilst I still can. I think that the market closes 3rd of October, I think this one does. It is the 3rd of October, so I've still got a little bit of time left. I've still got about a month, so I'll be looking to try and offload a few people and try and bring a few people in. But we've made 4 signings, and originally there wasn't really much out there. And the first 3 signings are players that are all from Hong Kong, all people that are not foreigners, and probably won't make a massive impact on the first team, all apart from Shang Huang Fei, who cost 9.25k. They all won't be major first team players. Zinnemann is going to be a backup keeper. Gerard is going to be our backup player on the bench. He can play in about 50 billion positions, that guy. We'll go for him now. So Jason Zinnemann, young, 16 years of age. Only signed him really because of his potential. He'll rarely feature. He'll be a backup keeper on the bench. There really is a lack of good keepers from Hong Kong. Who's actually the Hong Kong keeper in the national team? Because really there wasn't anyone good out there, and actually I don't even think I can. Look, even in fact, one of our players, I think it is, yeah, even our goalkeeper is in the national team, and he doesn't even play for me. Wang Zepeng, he's like on the reserves of my team, so that just sort of says something. But Zinnemann here is just going to be on the bench. He'll rarely feature, and the fact that he was so young was why I kind of signed him. Shang Huang Fei is a right back, and the right back quality again from this country is pretty poor. Is he the national team's goalkeeper, right back? Sorry. He's currently not in there, but it was the best I could see to be willing to come to the team. So I ended up having to pay a little bit more than I probably did have to. I put in a 9.25k bid, and then I realised they accepted it straight away, and I realised then, oh no, I've probably overpaid for this guy. But he's got good experience in the league, better than the right back we had before. So there is hopefully a good right back for the season and play very well. Gerard, centre back, centre defensive mid, centre mid, can play up front as well. Pretty much can play anywhere on the back line and also going up a little bit. So he's going to be on the bench most seasons. Played for the Hong Kong national team as well, 29 times. We've got 6 goals, so clearly he does play up front a little bit. And overall, I think this is a decent backup player. He's got experience in Hong Kong. I don't know what leagues these guys, Indonesian leagues. What league is that? Maybe it's Malaysian. I was going to guess Singapore. So he's played in a lot of divisions. He's very, very experienced. He'll only be here for a season. He's a mercenary backup player. He's got a clause as well. If he plays 15 games, he'll get an extension. So hopefully I'll keep that in mind. It does pop up when they have a game left. So I just have to keep him out of the team if that happens. But I doubt he'll play that much. And the last guy. Now this guy is a foreigner, which means due to the fact I can only put 5 in a matchday squad, that is the starting 11 and the bench, it means I'm going to have to get rid of one of my foreigners. I don't really want to keep more against their will because I just don't see the benefit of it. So Dakunda, who is an Ivory Coast centre-back, and I think this guy is incredible for the level. If we put his limited defending stats on defend, which is what I play, he's pretty good. He's pretty good for this level. But I really like the stats that aren't highlighted. So he's got great stamina. When I show you the tactic in a second, I think it's very important that we have a good stamina in the centre-backs because they're going to be doing a lot of work defensively. He's got great teamwork, great work rate, which all works brilliantly for me. Concentration is fantastic. His bravery, his aggression, I think are just at the right amount for him to be lunging in, making these challenges that we need in the last second. I don't mind if he gets sent off because that is something I accept with the way I play. So overall, I think this is a fantastic signing. And what it did mean, though, is that if I go to the team right now, Fernando, Recchio, whatever, is a foreigner that is currently not really needed at the side. So I'm trying to get rid of him. I'm trying to see if I can offer him to clubs and get him out of the team. But I can't do that right now. It seems like no one's really interested. No one's biting at the transfer. So that is a shame, but I'll continue to try and get this guy out, just because I don't really want to keep him against his will, and £625 a week is a lot. I think it makes him one of our highest paid, it does, so I don't particularly need him here. Also, I'm currently looking at a striker. Now, Alexander Akandi is a very good striker. I'm not going to take that away from him, but if we go on to the free transfers, or just any transfers really, we see that there are a lot of good players here, and In particular, I think Hung Sang-jo was a player I was looking at who looks pretty decent. It was a Korean player, it wasn't that? It might have been Hwang Sang-jo, it may have been someone else, I'm not too sure, but I'm looking at a lot of players still up front in that attacking position to play alongside Juan Carlos Belencoso, sorry. So that is the team right now. Tactics, we are playing a 4-2-2, 4-4-2, whatever you want to call this. Overall, it's a very, very attacking formation, which is why I want defensively my defenders to have a lot of stamina, a high work rate, because really they need to be doing a lot of work, which pretty much everyone in front of them, that should actually be support, everyone in front of him whose main goal there is to just get the ball in the back of the net. The front 6 players here aren't going to be doing much defending, and which means that I've put a lot of pressure on the back 4, and we may concede a lot of goals in this formation, but the idea is that we can outscore the opposition, and that's the type of football I'm going to be playing here, and it's worked decently well on the friendly so far. We got thumped by Man City, which was expected. We drew 1-1 with Double Flower, who are a team I have no idea where they are from, Hong Kong. They are in the Hong Kong 2nd Division. We didn't play very well against them, in terms of we wasted a lot of shots. If I actually go to the stats, we can see that we had 2 click opportunities, 5 half chances, and a lot of long shots. It was pretty poor, wasted a lot of opportunities, and in fact, Double Flower probably should have scored. They had more click opportunities. They seemed to go forward and get very good opportunities. I don't know what was happening, maybe poor defensively, something like that. But overall, we scraped 1-1 draw there, and then the last friendly, again, that's another 2nd Division team from Hong Kong. We managed to play a lot better. We dominated the game, which is what I want to see. So overall, the tactic is still gelling, they're still learning it. I'm still sort of tinkering with it in terms of team instructions. Nothing is exactly cemented yet there, but we're currently playing more direct football because I understand that really we don't need them playing near the defence at all. We want them to get it forward as far as we can. And if I actually show you, we're currently playing a wide target man and also a target man support. So we've got men up there that they can aim for. So that is good there. It says we have 6 foreigners, which is not good. Have I miscounted? I believe I have. I'll sort that in a second anyway. So basically they'll be aiming up there, pumping up there. Elsewhere we've got drop deeper because I know, like I said, defensively the midfielders aren't going to contribute a lot, so I want them to drop deep the defence so they don't get caught out counter-attacking, and there should always be 4 men back there. They've all got defensive roles that don't really allow them to be creative and push forward. We've got a high tempo. I want the ball upfield as quickly as we can, spread the play. I should exploit the right flank just because we have a wide target man. I think that will help because I've also got clear ball to flanks, which will help as we clear the ball out there to the target man, who will hopefully whip it into the other target man, and overall just help get the play forward as quick as we can. I've got play wider because I think playing width is very important. I've also got run at defence. I don't mind my players to run at teams. I think it does help a lot. So that is the team there. I've pressed goddamn clear again instead of cancelled. So that is it. But the main problem is currently we've got 6 foreigners, and I've completely counted wrong the whole time. So what we're going to do is we're really going to put Annan up front. So it does look like we are going to have to sell 2 foreigners, which isn't great. But that'll be the team I guess that will start with. We'll have Annan up front as the poacher, since that is probably his best position, and not great players. Something as well I noticed is Matthew Lamb is Canadian, and actually got his first cap for Canada recently. I think he played his first game against San Marino. He did, so that is congratulations to him. But he's Canadian, but he doesn't count as a foreigner because apparently he's got some sort of Hong Kong descent. I don't know, it's pretty weird. But yeah, it's good that he doesn't count at least, otherwise we'd have 7 foreigners apparently. So that's very foolish of me to miscount all the way up till now. But let's go. I do think we can beat South District, mid-table team. I think there's only been 1 game played. Actually, there's been a few games played. 2 winners so far. South China are meant to be our main rivals for the title. We're predicted to finish 2nd. They're predicted to finish 1st. They have odds-on favourites. And let's get into this game. You saw the team already. It was there for a long time. Just to add these numbers, give you that, and give you 25, I guess. Doesn't really make a difference right now. So let's go. We're at the Aberdeen Sports Ground, which I'm guessing Hong Kong has maybe 1 stadium. I'm not too sure how things work in Hong Kong. I'll have a look in a second. We'll have a look after, and I'll inform you next episode how the seasons and stadium things like that work, because it's not exactly a massive country. Well, let's kick off and hope that we can start brightly. I'm going to slow the game down just a smidge, so we can see what's going on a little bit more. And straight away we have the ball. We have the white wide to Taris. Taris whips this one in, and the two target men link up. That is the idea of the team. The target man on the right can whip it to the far post to the other target man, and get the goals, and it's worked there. Taris whipping it in beautifully to the far post, and just manages to, poor defending really, but manages to poke it in the back of the net. So 1-0 up after only 7 minutes. It looks like it could be a very good start to the season, as he's got another 8 minutes in, it says there, 2-0 up. Belencoso, yeah, I think that is. Getting his second of the game, this time thumping it near post. Fantastic start, 2-0 up. Now it is about being tight defensively. Currently we're lacking the possession, and they are dominating a little bit. Although now, there you go, now it's kicked in. We've got more of the ball, which is what I wanted to see from the get-go. Now this could be their first opportunity, as it is. Jonathan Carey with the goal. Carriel, I think it is. Maybe that is an eye there. With the goal from a corner. So simple. Poor marking. I don't know what our defender's doing. He's just standing there and allowed him to move and get the ball before him. So conceding a goal, that's not good. But we're going at halftime 2-1. That is a good way to start. Played well so far, but I do believe there is room for improvement. I do believe we can score a few more goals if we really try hard. I'm going to have to look to try and sign a new striker, though. That is very foolish of me not to notice that I have 6 foreigners playing in the friendlies. That is a big woe on my part. There you go, as you can see, we're trying to exploit the right. Always attacking down there, and it's worked again. The two target men have linked up. It's been disallowed. Ah, man, that's unlucky. Belencoso should have got his hat-trick. But again, attacking down that right all the time. It may be a bit obvious where we're going to come from, but it's a matter of, can you stop it? Can you stop the big... He's a big man on the right. Well, not big man, he's like 5'10", I think, which isn't massive. But he's quick, he's strong, and he's got everything you really need as a target man apart from the height. So can you stop him? That is the thing. We may be obvious where we're going to come from. So the ball's come in, and this time we've cleared the corner away. That is good. And Anna's had that on, but sadly the highlight has ended. It looked like it could have created something there. So we're going to make a sub. We're going to bring Kahway off, and we will bring, I guess we'll bring Gerard on. Defensive player. We'll put you to a ball winning midfielder, actually. Just to go a little bit more defensive, and I guess we'll keep things like that. I mean, I don't know the team really well enough. I've only been here for a little bit. Don't know the players' names and things. That will come over time. But it looks like we could be about to win our first game of the season here. Injury time is all that remains. We head the ball back to our keeper, Wang Zhengpeng. Actually, Wang Zhengpeng is our first choice keeper. Again, so I don't know the names enough. He was in the Hong Kong team at the beginning, but I don't know the names well enough. It's really common. Islam is through. Unlucky, wasting a good opportunity, but it means we've got the ball in their half as the time slowly ticks away from them from getting a point on their first game of the season. Again, down that right, unable to get the ball in. 1 minute remains, and they get a free kick deep in their own half, and that will surely be enough for us to win and pick up all 3 points on our managerial debut. Only seconds remain. Come on, ref, you can blow the whistle now. Come on, and there we go. We pick up our first win of the season, 2-1. We wrapped up the game in the first 8 minutes, which is fantastic, which is a great way to start the game. Hopefully we can start off every match very aggressively, very quickly, and that will catch a lot of people out. So we edge them out. A few people may make their debut today. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. We'll do the team talk in a second. But now it is up to when I will meet you next. So I'm not too sure, because it's only 22 games in this season. I'm kind of leaning towards I'll do one at the mid stage and do another live com. So I guess South China's last game of the season. I imagine they're 11 games in, so let's count. That would be the 5th game. That would be the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. So apparently Rangers would be the... Do we play a team twice in this stage? Have I counted that wrong? Let me count that again. We don't want to click there. So we'll count that again. So 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, apparently that'll be the 10th. Oh, it's 11 games. I'm on about it. It's 22 games. Alright, so 11. So yeah, I will live com the South China game. I'll meet you back just before then, so we can see the season exactly halfway through. And plus, South China are meant to be our closest rivals for the title, which means that should be a great live comment. But by that time, I expect our tactics to be fully gelled and our team to be playing very well. Maybe even undefeated. Who knows? Maybe it's a little bit too early to call that. I mean, we did concede and it wasn't exactly like we won comfortably. But this will be it for now, guys. So until the South China game on January 25th, until then, peace out.